Hello everyone! Welcome back to some full invasion. Let's get the that off the line. There we go. This is what is this? 16th century versus Black Powder era. Oh my god, there's so many people. And it spawned me like right on the beach. This may not go well. Don't hit me with your musket, please. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, alright. That was a very bad spot to spawn me. Thank you, game. Thank you, I truly appreciate it. But yeah, welcome back to Full Invasion, where I die. I couldn't even make it back up to the, whatever these are, the trenches. Okay, well, let's see. That was an infantryman. Perhaps a musketeer? With the fancy hat. Let's see. Musket. Ammo, and an elite sword. And the fancy blue hose boots. Yeah. Okay. Oddly enough, this is, I think, one of the first maps I played when the Amber beta was out in, when was that, January? Yeah, I think this is one of the first maps I played. Anyway, it's a cool map. Beach landing, infantry has to come up, or not infantry, but the enemy has to come up the hill to some trenches. It's pretty cool. I like it. I just don't like it when I'm spawned on the beach and then I'm surrounded by said enemy. But it's fine, it's fine. So recently watched Deadpool. And I really enjoyed Deadpool. I thought it was pretty good. As I'll call myself a surface fan, a casual fan of Deadpool. I haven't really read any Deadpool comics. I've only seen him sometimes like in video games, talked about amongst friends. I know kind of what his shtick is, and as a casual fan, I thought they did pretty well with the whole fourth wall breaking. I thought Ryan Reynolds was great as Deadpool. There's a lot of references, or a few references in the movie made about his previous work as Deadpool, and also about his work as Green Lantern, which I thought were pretty funny, and that you can only really pull off in a Deadpool movie, because Deadpool's whole thing is breaking the fourth wall in comics, and he breaks the fourth wall inside of a fourth wall break, and there are a lot of good moments in that movie that, I don't know, I was expecting it to be good, but like I really enjoyed it, and damn is it bloody. It is bloody. Well, not like a horror movie Chainsaw Massacre kind of bloody, but like when you see the Marvel Studio icon in front of a movie, you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna, like, it may show kind of violence, but you're not gonna see anything crazy. But no, like the opening scene, like heads cut off, people getting just their bodies are crushed, and like it's intense. You're like, whoa, and you're like, oh right, that's right, this is rated R. It's a rated R movie that Marvel actually greenlit, which is crazy to think about because they're super safe and like, oh no, PG-13. And it was really good. The violence was pretty cool. Jokes were just, they were there. Like a lot of the jokes for me didn't really fall flat. A couple of them did, but for the most part, it was really funny. They were able to pull some X-Men into that, including Colossus, or not Colossus. Is his name Colossus? The big metal guy? Who's from Russia? I think it's Colossus, right? And like he never really gets much love in the X-Men movies. I know like in X-Men maybe 2, maybe 3, he has like a couple seconds here or there. And Colossus is a cool person, and he's great in this movie. As far as the other X-Men they got, I don't even remember her name. Supersonic, angsty teenage girl. I have no idea. But she was kind of cool. She didn't really have much to say, honestly. It was mostly, as far as the other X-Men, which is only 2 of them, Colossus had a lot to say, and he was great. I thought Colossus was amazing, because he's always telling Deadpool, like, language, please, and trying to be the good guy, and It's like his stuff is pretty great. It's pretty great. Really enjoyed that. Action scenes were really cool. What else is there? Also, I want to say, I haven't looked this up, but I want to say that the villain of the movie is already in the X-Men movies playing as Beast. I want to say that. But maybe the two actors just look kind of similar to me, because I haven't looked it up, and I'm like, there's no way. But like at the same time, it's a Deadpool movie, so that would be kind of funny if, hey, this actor's already in the X-Men universe as Beast, but now this person's a villain, and he's not Beast. Like in this movie, the villain is not Beast. It's just, I think the actor may be the same or just look similar. I don't know. But speaking of that, what was it? There was a scene where Deadpool was going to the mansion, and someone was like, "Hey, we're going to introduce you to the professor," and he's just like, "Which one, Patrick Stewart or I don't know the other actor's name he's playing in the newer X-Men," but he says both their names. And he's just like the timeline style; they're just so confusing. I thought it was great that he named them after the actors, just like Patrick Stewart or the other guy. And I love that stuff. It's so good. It's really good. That was an amazing line. Also mentioned on how big the never mind. I don't want to ruin too many of the lines. I'll just say that one because that one really got me. Patrick Stewart, the other guy. Anyway, it's very funny. Also bloody, but very funny. Also, I like the pull of Deadpool's. What's her name? I don't know her name. I don't remember her name. But it's his, I guess, girlfriend, and the whole, the reason for him to fight. She's also pretty cool in her own right. She does some badass stuff. But anyway, the actress who plays her is. Oh my god, what is her name in Serenity and Firefly? She's the companion. Oh my god, what is her name? I should know this. I love both. I love Firefly. Anyway, it's that lady. And I didn't even know she was in the movie, and she does a great job. It's all around. I really enjoyed it. But Colossus, a surprise for me. That Colossus was so fun to watch. Had some really cool scenes. And yeah, now I want Colossus to be in the Deadpool sequel. Also maybe in more X-Men movies in general. If they're going to write him like that. Also, I'll say the opening credits. Opening credits, amazing. Don't want to say too much about it, but they're amazing. Look forward to that. And, yeah, anyway. I keep talking, but I honestly don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, because it's good. Besides that, been listening to some music a lot, and recently... Alright, so there's a band from Japan, a metal band, we'll call a pop metal band, we'll say, called Baby Metal, which you may or may not have heard. They've made news in the US. They've been on some YouTube channels. They've had their own concerts. They've been featured in other people's concerts, like Lady Gaga. But anyway, I've been a fan of them for a little while now. I really like their music because they have a great metal sound, but then it's complemented by these teenagers who just sing kind of like pop lyrics almost, it sounds like. They're very catchy tunes, but behind them is this really actually good metal band, and it's new to me. It's probably why I really like them, and I think they're really... Oh god, hold on. It's really solid. It's a great sound. But anyway, I just recently heard one of their newer songs called Karate, and my god, the chorus to Karate is one of the catchiest things I've heard in a long time. It's super catchy, and the video is pretty cool. They have like this lore. They have a lore to this band called Baby Metal. They serve like a fox god, I think, and their videos are usually pretty fun to watch. They're pretty cool. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to when they grow up even more, because you can already kind of see a change in their music from when they first came out. Because I think one of their biggest songs early on, a couple years ago, was Doki Doki Morning, I think, which was Good Morning or something like that, translated. I don't know. And that was catchy. It was cool, but like you go from that to Karate, and it does sound better now because it's been a couple years. They started this, I think, when they were like 15, which is insane. And I hope that they keep going and grow as musicians. I'm really curious to see what they're like even in another like 5 years or so. I think they have a shot. And what's kind of funny is that the three girls who are the singers and I guess kind of like dancers, kind of, I'm pretty sure they freely admitted in interviews that before they were part of this band, they never even listened to metal. So the way this band came out is it was created. Like, it wasn't organically made. It wasn't like these three teenagers like, hey, let's find a metal band to back us up and we're going to do some metal pop. No, like, I think this was created by like a company. They were like, let's try pop and metal and see if it works and we'll make millions. But now they say that even though they didn't know metal before they were a part of the band, now that they love it. Like, they love Metallica. They've met Metallica, and it was one of the greatest moments of their life. And I don't know if it's true. Like, I don't know. I mean, they could just be told to say, like, you gotta say you love metal, because this is what we're selling. I hope they do. But even if they don't, the song's just so cool. And it's crazy. It's crazy for me. It took me a while to accept that I really liked the band, because I guess these teenage girls just dancing and singing, but it's actually pretty. It's catchy. It's catchy. And I don't know. Another weird thing that I've been thinking about is just how music seems to transcend language. Because I've always enjoyed music in other languages, not just Japanese, and I don't understand any of them. Like, sure, I've listened to German, Italian, Russian. Bands from China, bands from Korea. You know, I don't understand any of these languages, but yet I still love these songs. And it's just really cool how, at least for me, dang it, music just transcends language, because I don't understand what they're saying, but I love it. I love the music. And so Baby Metal's another band that I really enjoy. They have a couple CDs out on Spotify and probably, I'd imagine, other like streaming music sites. I have no idea. I just use Spotify, and it's on there. So yeah, I would highly suggest at least checking it out. But if you don't enjoy metal or like pop music from Japan, you may not enjoy the band. I don't know, but I do. And along the same lines is not exactly as metal, but more just rock. There's another band I found a few weeks ago called Band Maid, as in like the profession maid, M-A-I-D. It's another Japanese band, and they're really solid. They're a really solid rock band, I feel. They have a YouTube channel, and if you enjoy rock music, I would at least suggest give them a try. I think Band Maid's super solid. Super solid. Super solid. Like, I really enjoy their music. And it's kind of like, and I've been looking for new bands to listen to. I started, looking in bands, out of America or English-speaking countries, because, it's a language I understand. And honestly, over the past, the past decade even, I just haven't really found that much in terms of, rock that I've really enjoyed. I've listened to a lot, people have suggested a lot. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them for me they don't click for me. But I've been finding a lot of I'll just say foreign to me, because I'm, in the United States. Or I should say just non-English speaking bands that I've really come to enjoy. Not just the Japanese, but a lot of bands also, metal bands in the Netherlands. I've enjoyed a lot of music out of there. Italy, surprisingly, I've listened to a couple. And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that the bands that I'm really enjoying these days, I still have my core music that I listened to, when I was growing up as a teenager, that I still listen to, today, like Disturbed and all these other rock bands out of the late 90s and early 2000s. But as far as new music goes, it's mostly been music from people speaking a language that I have no idea what the hell they're saying. But I just love it. That's just cool. It's just cool to me. I'm sure it's not that way for everybody. Like, I'm sure some people listen to a song in a language they don't understand. They're like, what the hell is this? Forget this. You know, I can't even understand it. But for me, it's... I don't care what language you speak. If I like it, I like it. Russia. I've enjoyed some bands from Russia. I've been listening to a lot of Bandmate and Baby Metal the past couple days. Cause they're like, Bandmate especially is, it's like that new feeling when you find a new band that you really like, you just want to listen to everything they have. So I'm currently going with that with Bandmate, and I have some other bands lined up that I'm gonna check out that I've seen people suggest. If you like Bandmate, if you like Baby Metal, there's other bands out of Japan that are kind of similar. I'm gonna check them out, see if they're good. Yeah, so that's been my music recently. So good. So good. It's so funny that even though I haven't played Full Invasion for a while, I can still just go into autoplay mode because I was not paying attention at all to what the game was doing when I was talking about Deadpool, and I think that's when I died, was when I was talking about Deadpool. Maybe it was when I was talking about Baby Metal, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been a couple months since I played this, but still, just going auto mode. I mean, I died, so clearly I failed somewhere, but I think I held on for a little while. Another thing that's consumed my life the past couple weeks, or past week, is Dark Souls 3. Whew. I'll tell you this. As a YouTuber, and I've spoken to a couple other YouTubers, and it seems to be similar with them as well, YouTubers that focus on gameplay, I should say. When you get into making videos as a job, games are still fun. Alright, I'm not trying to say, like, just because it's a job, it saps the fun out of games. No, that's not where I'm going. Games are so fun. But what is weird is that it's hard to play a game that you're not recording. Okay? So, over the past couple years, if I'm not recording, I'm probably not playing a game. I'm probably doing something else. I'm out, I'm doing something else. And it's very rare that a game comes along that I will play when I'm not actually recording. When it's, like late at night, I'm unwinding. I may read a book, may listen to music, may watch something, a lot of things you could do. But like Dark Souls is one of the very few games where I've played when I'm not recording. And when I need to stress this, it's very rare that I ever play a game that's not being recorded. Because since it's part of your job, in the back of your mind, you're like, this is a waste of my time. Because this is time I could be spent recording something and putting it out there for people to watch and enjoy. It's a really weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. But Dark Souls has been able to transcend that, and I've been able to play that. I've been playing that game for just hours. Because I've already beat Dark Souls. My current YouTube series is still catching up to that, but I beat Dark Souls last weekend. On both of my characters. I had two different characters. I beat the game because I've been streaming the game and then also recording the game at the same time. And after the recorded game finishes, because like I said, I beat it, so that series is technically over, then I'll start releasing the streamed character, which is Pyromancer. And I'll put that up there too. So that's going to be like another 15, 16 hours of more Dark Souls after this first series is done. There's already a whole nother set of streams ready for me to release after that's done. And then after that, in my free time, I've been leveling up a third character. Like Dark Souls 3, I've enjoyed just so much. I've been focusing a little bit more on practicing my parrying skills I have a build. I have a build that I like on my main character now. That also just looks kind of cool. So yeah, Dark Souls has been a great game. And speaking to Dark Souls, later tonight, on the day of this being recorded, I'm going to be streaming a game called Ni-Ho. And it's supposed to be kind of Dark Souls set in Japan, kind of Onimusha, kind of Tenchi? That was the old Tenchi games, right? It was Tenchi or Tenchi games? I can't remember. But apparently a lot of different influences set in this game, and there's a demo out on the PS4, so I'm going to be streaming that. And I've seen some gameplay, and that looks great. That looks like a lot of fun. I need to rest. So I'm on that Dark Souls kick, and I see this game, and I'm like, this kind of looks like Dark Souls. I need to play it. Looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully it is. Oh, Dark Souls 3 is so good. And this is crazy for me, because I did not enjoy Dark Souls 2 that much. I did not enjoy Bloodborne at all. And if you watch my very first episode for Dark Souls 3 for my main character, Toke von Lonstein, I even said, like, I need this game to be great, because I've not enjoyed the past 2 Souls games, like, at all. So if this game is not great, then I may be done with the Souls series. But whew, let me tell you, I'm back on with the Soul series. Dark Souls 3 is solid. And it really hits your nostalgia, too. There are so many references to Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2 is in there, too. But more Dark Souls 1. And that may be a part of it, because it's continuing the story of the Souls game that I actually really care about. And so it's really cool to see references made and storylines continued from that. You find out what happened to certain people, and it's just been a lot of fun. The gameplay is solid. So many weapons. People call it Fashion Souls, and that's a very good name for it, because now you don't even upgrade your equipment, your armor. Because in Dark Souls 1, you upgraded your armor, and certain armor sets were just better. Like, they're just better. So it wasn't really about fashion, it was about what the best armor was. But now there are so many armor sets, and, like, they're so close together in how strong they are. There are some minute differences, but the biggest differences is just how they look. So you really find what you like to wear, look-wise, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Because you no longer upgrade armor either. The armor is what it is when you get it. It's not going to get any stronger. And I really like that, because then you can actually have the character look the way you want. And there's so many options. So many options. It's amazing. And I love options. And they have them. It's in there. And the multiplayer is solid. Sometimes it's solid. It can get a little laggy and latency filled sometimes, but for the most part, it's relatively easy to get into a multiplayer match, especially with friends. It's super easy with friends now. Dark Souls 1 was a pain in the ass to try and co-op that with your friends. But now all you gotta do is type in a password in your options menu, your friend types the same password, and you will only see summoning signs from each other, or anybody else using that password. That would be kind of funny if you summon someone and you're both like, oh, I see you also use the password banana, huh? Interesting. But yeah, it's super easy to connect with friends, so you can co-op that entire game. And if you don't have a friend to co-op with, but you still need help, don't worry. I've never really had a problem with finding people to summon for boss fights that I find tricky. It's such a great game. It's hard for a while. No, it's still hard. Like, I still will get killed by really, we'll say, easy mobs. Like, it still happens sometimes. Because the thing is, you kill them so often that you kind of lose respect for them. And, like, the moment you lose respect, you're just like, yeah, whatever, I can kill this mob. They will fuck you up. They will just mess your life up. And you're like, oh, right, this is still a Souls game. Like, you need to respect every single enemy, even the most basic. Why is this guy not dying? The most basic person, you still need to respect, or else they're gonna whoop your ass. I got shot in the face. And that's great. I love that. Because it's happened to me, especially with the third character I'm rolling. I'm like, oh, this is the beginning area, whatever. I know how to kill these people. And then they're like, nah, nah, you lost respect for us, so you're dead now. And I'm like, shit, I'm dead now. And that's what partly makes Souls games great. But anyway, I'm going to end this one here. So thanks for watching. Check out those bands. Check out Deadpool. Check out Dark Souls. It's a great game. It's a great game. But it will make you so angry sometimes. So angry. Oh, so angry. But anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good day.